स्क्रीन दिख रही है ना सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके गुड. सो कल हम लोगों ने पॉलिसिस्टिक किडनी डिसीज़ के बारे में पैथोफिजियोलॉजी, डेफिनेशन, इटियोलॉजी ये सब देखा था एंड द क्लिनिकल फीचर्स, राइट? टुडे वी गोना लर्न अबाउट what is the diagnostic for the polycystic kidney disease, what are the management part and the homeopathic management, and if the time persists we will see one case also. Okay, am I audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So, uh, for the polycystic kidney disease, so diagnostic is the routine laboratory studies which include the serum chemistry profile, including the calcium and the phosphorus, CBC count, urine analysis, urine culture. Urine culture specifically we do for the if the person is having an infection because of the formation of the polycystic, that is the cyst in the kidney. So in case of the urine culture, you able to find out the gram-negative bacteria in most of the cases, and the genetic testing. Before that diagnostic also, with the history only, you able to understand the patient is autosomal dominant or the autosomal recessive. How? With the proper family history, because it may possible the polycystic kidney disease it runs in a family. It's a genetic disorder, right? So you have to ask the genetic history of the family members, that any persons died because of polycystic kidney disease, or any family member is suffering from these type of the polycystic kidney disease. So when any patients come to you with a complaint, he is not saying you directly that I am having a polycystic kidney disease. So he may with a complaint of flank pain, abdominal pain, or there may be the complaint of kidney stone, there may be the complaint of hepatic complaint also. As I said, PKD1 and PKD2 is also found it in a liver also. So patient may have a complaint of liver region, but patient having a complaint of liver or the liver cyst, it is like 90% of the chances patient is suffering from the polycystic kidney disease. So the history taking and the case analysis, it's very important for the diagnostic purpose. Then the USG study, these technique can give you the 100% imaging of the polycystic kidney disease. So in imaging or the ultrasonography, you're able to find out that patient having that polycystic, that cyst in the kidney. See in this image, you're able to see that. So कोई भी अगर patient, if you have a doubt with a kidney stone also, that patient may have a polycystic kidney disease also, you can advise the patient for the sonography and you're able to understand कि no, patient having an polycystic kidney disease. Even with a family history, for example, अगर किसी patient का पता है कि उनको polycystic kidney disease है, so you may advise कि उनके जो बच्चे हैं या फिर और family members है, वो भी एक बार यूएसजी करा ले, बिकॉज इट मे पॉसिबल कि उनको भी पीकेडी हो. इमेज दिख रही है?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a diagnostic criteria, okay, for the autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. Okay, what is that diagnostic criteria? So it is divided into the age wise, okay. So 30 years, 30 to 59 years, and the 60 years. So when we say ki patient having a polycystic kidney disease, so at the age of 30 years, if you able to see in the sonography that two cysts in one kidney and one cyst in each kidney, okay, and if the patient is younger than 30 years. So if the patient age is younger than 30 years and patient having a two cyst in one kidney and one cyst in each kidney, we can diagnose the patient as the autosomal dominant polycystic kidney. If patient aged is 30 to 59 years, okay, in that case, at least two cysts in each kidney it should present. So we say that the patient having an autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. Okay, and at the age of 60 years or more than 60 years, at least four cysts in each kidney, then we can say that patient having an autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. ये समझा criteria? This is the criteria make, it's a worldwide criteria. So if, for example, if the patient is 60 year or older and patient having only the two cysts in one kidney and not at the other kidney, so we may not say that patient is autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. Okay, we can treat the patient as a cyst formation in the kidney but not diagnose as a autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. So this is the diagnostic criteria for the ultrasonography diagnosis. Okay, this is the MRI scan, sorry, CT scan. So CT or the MRI, in the scan, you can able to see these type of the cyst formation in the kidney. Okay, so even CT scan also do for the diagnostic purpose of the PKD. Then the management part. As the management part, right now also there is no any specific medication available for the PKD. So not even the autosomal dominant polycystic kidney, not as a recessive, not as a simple polycystic kidney disease. So there is no medication available. As it's a genetic disorder, so it runs in a, from genes to genes. So what management we should give to the patient? So we should give the patient for the symptomatic management. As I said, the hypertension is the main complication in the polycystic kidney disease. To control the blood pressure, you have to give the medicines for the controlling the blood pressure. You have to give the medicines for the related to renal failure. So whatever the patient showing the symptoms, so for example, if patient having an infection, urinary tract infection, so you have to give the medicines for the urinary tract infection. If you want to treat the cyst infection, you have to give the medication for the cyst infection. Hematuria, so even for that condition you have to give the medicines. Abdominal pain, for the abdominal pain you have to give the painkiller. So blood pressure medicines also you have to give the continuous throughout the life for these type of the patient. So you can't treat that condition 100%, but you can manage the patient symptomatically. So survival rate of the polycystic kidney disease of the patient is generally at the age of 50 to 70. Okay, if the patient having a dominant polycystic kidney disease. If patient having a recessive polycystic kidney disease, patient may live normal as we live. Okay, so there is no specific management for the polycystic kidney disease. There is a surgical option available. Surgical drainage. So when we do the surgical drainage, if there is a rupture of the cyst, okay, and if there is a tremendous amount of fluid is draining in the kidney, in that case you can do the surgical drainage. Okay, you can do the open fiber optic guided surgery. Okay, so to remove the cyst, but it is also temporary because once you remove the cyst from the kidney level, obviously the infection chances are more, but in that cases also it may possible cyst will reappear because there is a mutation at the chromosomal level, at a gene level, right? You can't correct that. So if you remove the cyst from that kidney also, it may chances it reappear. Then the nephrectomy, there is partial nephrectomy done of the one kidney removal or the other kidney. So that can be the surgical option, but it is also the survival chances of the patient is very less in cases of the surgical option or the partial hepectomy. So when patient having a polycystic kidney disease, it mostly possible patient also having a cyst in the liver region. Okay, it's like 90% of the patient, if patient is suffering from the polycystic kidney disease, patient may having an hepatic region involvement. Some patient may not be, but some patient have. So these are the management part of the polycystic kidney disease. Any confusion, any question regarding that? Yes, no? हेलो.
No, ma'am.
ओके, समझा है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There are multiple remedies we use in cases of the homeopathy. Okay. So this is the surgical option. Even in the homeopathic, we use, there are multiple remedy specifically for the cystic disease. But even in the end stage of the renal diseases, we may require the procedure like hemodialysis, peritoneal dialysis, and the renal transplant. This is the last option when patient having an end stage of the renal disease. ये हम लोगों ने देखा है पहले भी. So before going to the what are the different remedy for the renal cyst or the polycystic kidney disease, I wanted to show you one case example. स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As I said, it is a very rarely manageable polycystic kidney disease. Okay, because it is genetic mutation जहाँ पे होता है वहाँ पे patient को treat करना बहुत ज़्यादा difficult होता है, even with the homeopathic also. But as our Dr. Hanuman say कि homeopathic medicines gives the idea of जेनेटिक म्यूटेशन ऑल्सो. तो जेनेटिक म्यूटेशन के लिए भी बहुत लोग होम्योपैथिक रेमेडी यूज करते हैं एंड इट इज इफेक्टिव इन सम केसेस, बट इन सम केसेस नॉट. सो ये जो केस स्टडी मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ ये मेरी नहीं है. ओके, आई रीड इट इन वन जर्नल. सो वहाँ से मैं सिर्फ आपको समझाने के लिए ये केस स्टडी दिखा रही हूँ. सो इट्स वेरी रेयरली मैनेजेबल पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिसीज because even I heard less about to treat the polycystic kidney disease with a homeopathy, only with a homeopathic. But there are some patient who managed with a homeopathic and who cured also with homeopathic with a polycystic kidney disease. Okay, let's go with the case. So a 35-year-old male presenting with a pain in both loins. Okay, his pain first appeared on the right side at 4 years ago, which was treated with some allopathic medicine and the pain subsided. There was burning in the part since then and there is no diagnosis was made. He had a pain in left loin 11 days ago. Okay, so uh, उन्होंने होम एलोपैथिक मैनेजमेंट किया था, एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन ली थी, तब तक के लिए पेन सबसाइड हो गया था, बट अगेन सिंस 11 डेज से ये पेन अगेन स्टार्ट हुआ है. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट अदर इंफॉर्मेशन यू विल आस्क टू द पेशेंट? क्या क्या पूछोगे पेशेंट को? हेलो, क्वेश्चन समझा है? विशाखा, ऋतुजा, राहुल,
Ma'am.
Yes, Rutuja. Rutuja, please answer.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question?
Are you able to see the screen? स्क्रीन दिख रही है ऋतुजा?
Yes, ma'am.
या सो 35 years मेल पेशेंट आपकी ओपीडी में आया है, ओके, विथ पेन इन बोथ द लॉइंस. सो ही टेल यू द हिस्ट्री about कि he is having that right sided pain since 4 years ago and which was treated with some allopathic medicines and pain चला गया था, okay, but since 11 days से again there is a pain in that part only एंड अब तक कोई भी डायग्नोसिस नहीं हुआ है. सो इन दैट कंडीशन आपके पास ऐसा पेशेंट आया है तो आप क्या करोगे? क्या इंफॉर्मेशन पूछोगे पेशेंट को? हाउ यू विल डायग्नोज द पेशेंट? अब भी हम लोगों ने देखा ना क्या क्या पूछ सकते हैं हम लोग पेशेंट को. ऋतुजा?
मैम, पास्ट हिस्ट्री में कुछ किडनी से रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम है या नहीं?
ओके, सो पास्ट हिस्ट्री पूछेंगे, करेक्ट. और हमारे पास ओपीडी में पेशेंट आते हैं ना ऐसे कि पेशेंट पेन लेके आते हैं कि सिर्फ पेन हो रहा है मुझे और मैंने कुछ मेडिसिन ले ली, पेन चला गया. तो इन दैट कंडीशन हम लोग कैसे पेशेंट को डायग्नोस करोगे कि ये पेशेंट हैविंग अ किडनी डिसीज, पेशेंट हैविंग लिवर डिसीज और पेशेंट को सिर्फ वायरल इन्फेक्शन की वजह से पेन है? कैसे डिफ्रेंशिएट करेंगे हम लोग? राहुल? Is it a very difficult question?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या पूछोगे ऐसा पेशेंट आपके ओपीडी में आया तो फॉर द डायग्नोस्टिक पर्पस?
For diagnosis of ADPKD, ma'am, first of all, we'll ask do you have some pain or the location of pain, and then we'll ask him for a history of whether he is having hypertension or currently is having hypertension.
Correct.
Whether he feels like if he feels like fatigue, and history of functions, या फिर मतलब he will narrate it. So if he'll include hematuria, or if he'll include of the symptoms that we have already discussed yesterday, वो round वाला chart था.
Yes.
तो can diagnose ma'am ki whether it is polycystic kidney disease, autosomal.
Correct. So you will ask for the past history, you will ask for the other history. Other history माने जैसे पेशेंट को बाकी हाइपरटेंशन है क्या, हिमेचुरिया है क्या, या फिर पेशेंट को और पेन एग्जैक्टली कौन सी लोकेशन पे हो रहा है, राइट? बट यू मोस्टली मेनली मिस्ड वन थिंग जो हम लोग हिस्ट्री में पूछते हैं. कौन सी चीज़ पूछते हैं हम लोग जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिसीज में? If you want to diagnose the patient as the PKD, कौन सी important चीज़ है you should ask for the patient? जो हम लोग जब केस टेकिंग लेते हैं in generally also we ask that.
Family history.
Yes, family history. So family history is very important. Don't miss that. Okay. So in that patient, the past history has, he had a jaundice 10 years ago and the chickenpox 4 years ago. In the family history, there is a long history. So mother is alive, but she is suffering from the hypertension. Father died because of the PKD disease. Grandfather died because of polycystic kidney disease. Uncle died because of polycystic kidney disease. Brother died because of polycystic kidney disease. Brother is alive. He is suffering from the polycystic kidney disease. Brother alive. he having an renal mass, sister died because of polycystic kidney disease hernia, and the son is alive, but the son having a family, he is having a bilateral inguinal hernia. So the allopathic physician missed this family history. So he is not able to diagnose that patient. He just given the prescription like patient having an pain in the right region of the loin, and he gives the patient the painkiller, right? But when homeopath asks, so there is a long history of family history. So you can understand that patient may having that polycystic kidney disease. It is not uh, like ऐसा नहीं होता है कि अगर फैमिली हिस्ट्री में पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिसीज हो तो पेशेंट को खुद को पता हो कि उसको भी होने वाला है करके. पेशेंट को ये सब नहीं समझता कि व्हाट इज रिसेसिव, व्हाट इज डोमिनेंट, ये सब नहीं पता रहता है पेशेंट को. सो वी हैव टू बी कीन ऑब्जर्वर एंड वी हैव टू बी कीन टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ओके ये हिस्ट्री पूछना बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. ओके, so with a family history only that doctor able to understand कि patient may having that polycystic kidney disease and because of that patient may suffering from that pain. So other generality they asked, and there is no hematuria. Okay, there is no hematuria, there is no any other complaints. He is only complaining of that pain in the loin initially. Okay, so in a generality the appetite of the patient is good. He can't wait for a food when hungry. There is a flatulence if he is not eat for a long time. There is desire for the salt food, egg, very warm food. Thirst is profuse. There is large quantity at a time. Tongue is coated and moist. Sleep is vexed due to slightest noise on lying on a back. Stool is regular, that is twice a day. Urine comes in a drop. So even urine history is also important. So as say कि patient को क्या क्या urine की complaint हो रही है वो भी हम लोगों को जानना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. So in a mental journals, patient is very irritable, consolation aggravation, patient desire to travel, there is a measure, he does not want to work and even he does not want to talk with anyone in that pain. In the USG report, so when patient comes to that doctor, patient obviously advise the USG report. You may not able to see the clear picture, but the even the family history suggested the polycystic kidney disease, and even in the USG report, when doctor advised the USG report, patient showing a polycystic kidney disease. So I'm showing you this report. See. Impression, polycystic bilateral kidney disease. सबको ये दिख रहा है क्लियरली? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So in that USG reports, patient is having a polycystic kidney disease. Okay. So on the basis of the following symptoms, जो भी patient के symptoms थे, accordingly, there is a complaint started from right sided to the left, pain associated with the flatulence, okay, history of jaundice. There is the presently complaint was affection of the liver and the kidney also, because liver is also palpable and the kidney is also affected. As I said कि 90% of the polycystic kidney disease में kidney तो affect होती ही है, okay, as well as liver भी affect होता है, okay, and there is desire for very warm food and the patient is measure. What is mean by measure? You all know. पता है? Yes, no?
No, ma'am.
ओके. मीज़र उसको बोलते हैं कि जो बहुत ज़्यादा जो मनी रहता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा खर्च करने वाला रहता है या स्पेंड बहुत ज़्यादा करता है. ओके, in that condition we called as the extravagance or the we use the word as a measure, okay, in a rubric format. So on the basis of the following symptoms, The medicines was lycopodium. So lycopodium was selected and it is given in the 50 millisiemen potency. 50 millisiemen मतलब 0/1, 0/2 potency में जो हम लोग देते हैं. So it is given in a 3 times daily. So we all know lycopodium remedy किस पे ज़्यादा एक्ट करती है. It is a urinary और the digestive disturbances के लिए देते हैं. ओके, कार्बोनाइट्रोजनस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रहता है लाइकोपोडियम का. सो लाइकोपोडियम का एक्शन यूरिनरी रीजन और इवन इन द लीवर रीजन पे इक्वली काम करता है. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू ऑल द सिम्टम्स एंड patient constitution, the doctor give him the medicines of lycopodium and the follow up after 1 month. Okay, there is the pain of burning in loins was reduced. So urine now comes in a proper flow and the even quantity increase. Initially urine flow was less and the quantity is decreased and distension of the abdomen was also relieved. Okay, so lycopodium की potency 0.1 से start की थी, then 0/1 से start की थी, then in a after 1 month it is given in a 0/2. Okay, slowly it is increased to till the 0/9. Okay, 50 millisiemen scale is best acted in cases of the genetic complaint. Okay, so lycopodium was again indicated in the repetitive format and another USG was done after the 4 month. Okay, so after the 4 month, see this is the first USG. Okay, see in this both kidney. So both kidney are large in size and shows the multiple cysts of varying size. Normal renal architecture is lost. Polycystic disease of the kidney. Right renal length is 191 mm and left renal length is 194 mm. Okay. This is the report after 4 months. C. Both kidney are large in size and shows the multiple cysts of varying size studied in the bilateral kidney. There is virtually no parenchyma C. There is no evidence of the hydronephrosis. Right renal length is 190 mm and the left renal length is 177 mm. Initially कितना length था? It is 191 and the 194. अभी कितना है? 195 and the 177. So definitely there is increased in the renal length, decrease in the renal length. Sorry. So the impression is polycystic disease of the kidney with a few small simple cysts in the liver. जो large cyst थे, that is showing a small cyst in the liver. This is the report after the 4 months. Okay. So there was marked reduction in the size of the left kidney and complaint of the patient, that is pain and the burning in loin. जो स्कैंटी यूरेशन था वो भी प्रॉब्लम उनका सॉल्व हुआ बिकॉज यूरिन फ्लो इज नॉर्मल. डिस्टेंशन एंड फ्लैटुलेंस का जो कंप्लेंट था वो भी सबसाइड हुआ. पेशेंट फील हेल्दी एंड हैज़ अ गुड एपेटाइट and further rapid progression of the cyst formation is restricted with only homeopathic treatment. This case also proves the fact that the constitutional treatment gives the good result in the rare cases like PKD. Any question in that case? या फिर कुछ नहीं समझा हो? सबको समझ में आया केस? It's a very rare case of polycystic kidney disease which can be treated only with a homeopathic medicine. सबको बोर हो रहा है क्या सेशन?
No, ma'am.
तो सब लोग इतने शांत क्यों हो? Whenever I ask the question. सबको समझा है केस?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as I said, there is multiple homeopathic remedy for the renal cyst. Okay. So when we talked about the homeopathic treat the condition genetically also. So genetic conditions can be treatable with only with the homeopathic medicine. So when homeopathic treat the person as a whole, it means homeopathic treatment focus on the patient as a person as well as the pathological condition. You have to understand the case analysis with a full individual basis. Okay. सो इन दिस केसेस ऑल्सो जब हम लोग मटेरिया मेडिका में पेशेंट केस देखते हैं, सो फॉर एग्जांपल लाइकोपोडियम, सो लाइकोपोडियम के एक एक सिम्टम्स लेके हम लोगों को पेशेंट से मैच नहीं करना पड़ता. वी हैव टू टेक अ फुल केस टेकिंग एंड वी हैव टू सी द होल पिक्चर ऑफ द पेशेंट एंड देन वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट द रेमेडी which we called as the constitutional medicine. Okay, in that way only medicines can act properly. So there are different remedies for the polycystic kidney disease specifically. So what are they? First is the aconite. Aconite, it is given in the post-scarlatinal nephritis. There is a pain in the loins and the scanty urine without a blood. Apismel. Apismel is a very good remedy for the kidney disorder. Edematous swelling on the face and the extremity you are able to see. There is paleness, ascites, pain in the head, back, limb. So all over the pain you can able to see in the apismel condition. There is albuminuria following the scarlatina. It is used in cases of the Bright disease. Bright disease means nephritic condition. Okay. When there is a dull pain in the kidney, scanty urine, and there is a frequent micturition, the urine is heavily charged with albumin and contain the blood. The edema appears quickly and there is general dropsy and the suppression of the urine. You can able to see in the apismal condition there is eruption of the skin like nettle rash. Patient is drowsy, apathic and has a bruised pulling all over the body. So this is the characteristic of the apismal you are able to see in cases of the polycystic kidney disease or in patient also. Another important remedy is the apocynon. Apocynon generally given in the condition where there is a dropsical condition and even the urine is scanty. Okay. Belladonna generally stand between the aconite and the arsenic. So it's a great taste. You all know belladonna indicated in the inflammation condition, right? So even belladonna can indicate it in cases of the inflammation of the kidney with the piercing burning pain in the lumbar region, okay, which can periodically return every day with the increased severity. Cantharis remedy indicated in cases of the nephritis with a cutting pain in the lumbar region. So the urine passed in drops and it is mixed with the blood. So hematuria condition, or if there is a pain in whenever there is urine pass, the pain is specific. There is a cutting type of the pain. So patient हम लोग को ये तो नहीं बोलेगा कि cutting type of pain हो रहा है करके. Patient may say कि जैसे चाकू से कट करते हैं तो कैसे दर्द होता है कुछ भी हाथ को लगे तो that type of pain patient may having in cases of the in remedy like cantharis. So there is much urging to pass the urine. Okay, even post diphtheric kidney disease or the scarlatinal kidney disease with a dropsy, you can indicate the patient cantharis. Another important remedy is also convallaria. So convallaria, it is given in the nephritis from the heart disease. So in cases where there is a patient may suffer from the hypertension or any cardiac condition because of the PKD. So in that condition, the convallaria is very good remedy. So it gives the relief when there is extreme rapid and irregular action of the heart, and in general there is the anasca and the ascites from the mitral insufficiency. Then the cuprum ars. Cuprum ars is also useful remedy in the uremic condition. Okay, and it is जब भी इन्फेक्शन ज़्यादा हो जाता है या फिर पेशेंट को फीवर आना स्टार्ट होता है, पेन आना स्टार्ट होता है, if there is a rupture in the cells, So in that condition, arsenicum or the cuprum ars, the two remedies is very good for that infection purpose. Digitalis, digitalis also सबको पता है कि digitalis कहाँ पे act करती है, generally in the heart region, right? But it also action on the kidney. Okay, if there is a granular degeneration, or if there is a patient having a polycystic kidney disease, but there is a hypertension, or there is a load in the heart region with a feeble pulse, scanty, dark, turbid urine, there is faintness in the stomach, or the rheumatic pain. In that condition, you can you can prescribe the patient digitalis. So it is especially useful when the circulation is weak. Rheumatic pain, pulmonary cataract with the profuse expectoration are marked symptoms. Another is the glonine. Glonine has a albuminous urine and which sometimes be found useful in acute and the hemorrhagic nephritis. Calicloricum, it's also important remedy in case of the Bright disease or the kidney diseases. It is a scanty, dark, albuminous urine containing the cast, and it is excited a violent nephritis. Violent nephritis means when there is a severe type of pain in cases of the nephritis. Mercuris, Mercurocor, this is corresponding to the large white kidney. Why there is called as the white kidney? Because there is a albuminous, scanty and the red urine. It is a pale waxen color of the body. There is lumbar pain with great dyspnea and there is a excessive stangury. Plumbum also indicated in the granular degeneration of the kidney is a dropsy, shallow pace, emaciation, edema all over the body also, but specifically at the ankle region. Phosphorus also indicated in case of the kidney diseases, especially in cases of the Bright disease or the nephritis. So in that condition, you able to see there is a icy coldness, sleepiness, there is a large fatigue, especially in the morning. There is a heat in the body without a thirst, especially in the evening. The patient is indisposed to work, is giddy, forgetful, and has a heavy headache. So particularly heavy headache in the forehead. There is edema of the upper eyelid. Even in Kali Cup also there is a edema on the eye region. There is yellowish gray complexion, a silky edema on the face. There is a large appetite, so appetite also increase in cases of the phosphorus. Pressure, burning in the stomach, and it is specially suited for the fatty and the waxy cast, and is dark brown, scanty, albuminous, or covered with a iridescent film. So these are the remedy which we can indicate it in cases of the polycystic kidney disease. So in the exam, if anyone asks you about the polycystic kidney disease, you have to write down the therapeutic approach like this. Okay, so for example, phosphorus, Kalicarb or Calimune, Cuprum ars, arsenic, these type of the remedy can be indicated in the phosphorus. But in a practical purpose, when you are able to see the patient, in that case you can't indicate the patient in that only format. You have to take the whole history, whole case analyzing, and then you have to indicate a remedy with a constitution, understanding the constitution of the patient only. Any difficulty?